Hello and welcome to another episode of our Creative Sligo Series, where we get to meet a number of creative people in and around Sligo town and county, and this is brought to you in association with Creative Ireland Sligo. Our guest tonight is Conor Duffy, local artist. You're very welcome to the Sligo
Thanks,
show,
Brendan.
Conor.
Good to be here.
Glad to have you. So again, you are, would you describe yourself artist, cartoonist? What's the illustrator?
I describe myself all of them,
Any of them, as long as you paid the check.
Yeah, that's it,
Very
yeah.
good. So we're seeing some of your artwork here. So, is this to you a daily hobby, or is it just you're forced to do it every so often, or what's it like?
Well, you know what? I'd say it's a daily hobby now. Yeah, I do work hard to improve my my creative standards.
Yes, okay. And would you spend many hours a day at it?
I would, yeah. Many hours.
Would you find it helps relaxing, or is it just I love doing it for
you know what?
Creating new things?
It's a little bit of both, If I'm ever stressed out, just pick up a pen, draw anything, it very relaxes me. Okay. But it's good to get inspiration as well and just get it all out on the page,
And can you remember, what age were you going, I'm actually really good at this?
I'd say...
It's okay to brag a bit now, sorry.
I'd say around 2 years of age, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I used to
just sketch a bit.
Yeah, I used to, every morning I used to sit down and I used to watch cartoons. And I used to have a little blue notebook and I used to draw my little characters that I'd see on the screen in there. It used to bring me great joy.
Okay. And you were able to copy them easy. You just didn't... training,
no.
Obviously, at 2. You just were able to pick it up.
Yeah, I'm my own personal trainer now, Brendan.
Very good. And you're now 16, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've developed your own set of characters.
Yeah.
If I want to tap our iPad here, and it's gone to little sleep there. So you can describe to people. Yeah, take your time. We have to get the old Face ID in. So who is this? This is obviously DJ Dog, I can see by the name.
Yeah. So this is the central character I made, DJ Dog. I made him back in COVID. When I was very bored, I just thought to myself, might as well bang out a few characters.
Positive things of COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've created this whole suite of characters?
Yeah, I did,
These are all original?
Yeah, they are, yeah. So I created DJ Dog, but I never really thought it'd go anywhere. But I kind of thought to myself, to add more strings to the bow, it'd be nice to give him a few friends.
Okay.
So then I added his little buddy here called Felix.
Okay.
And that over time, that just kind of just moved on to other characters like Roxy here.
And they all have their own maybe characteristics, is
they
it? Or
do,
they represent
they
things?
do, yeah.
Okay, so what's DJ Dog's what's his vibe?
Well, DJ Dog, he'd be a really nice dog to know. He's very subtle. He can be a bit cocky sometimes, but
well, that's okay. He's like your average teenager.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, and is DJing his superpower or something? Is this or that's just his hobby?
It's just his hobby, Okay. He's a musician at heart. He loves the guitar and all that.
Okay.
So,
and from an inspiration point of view, is it the obvious Disney, Mickey Mouse? What's kind of your?
Well, I'd say my main inspiration would be Walt Disney with the old Disney cartoons. I say that that influenced my art style a lot. Okay. It's a good art style.
That's where you go to and you really admire it.
Yeah, that's it.
So you're not as much a fan of the newer stuff, is it? Just the older stuff?
Well, the newer stuff is good, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have the same spark as the old stuff does,
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you had your dream job, what would it be? Is it to Walt Disney?
My dream job would be to create a show like these characters here and to teach kids good morals and values, because these days kids need it,
Okay, so these characters that you've built into the story could be represented. So that's your hope. So, you're in secondary school now, obviously. So after that, it's maybe get into some college doing your passion.
Yeah.
And I know that you have a YouTube channel as well. So I know we can find that here on the screen. We were going to put these on the edit afterwards anyways.
So find it now,
it's okay. So there's some of the sketches. So this
is the character from my YouTube channel. It's basically like it's basically like me.
Okay.
But just as a cartoon.
Yeah.
And this is the logo I made for it.
Wow. So you've done all this completely originally by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's Conor's Cartoon 7. Is that if anyone's looking for it on Instagram? Is that what I've seen? See that? I can read. And how long would it take I've seen some of the shorts you've made. How long would it take from, if you start on Monday morning at 9 o'clock, how many hours do you think it takes to make a 30, 40 second clip?
Oh, well, if I'm not doing anything that day, it'd take maybe, for an easy short, not that long, it'd take about 4 hours, I'd say.
4 hours, okay.
Yeah.
So you've obviously honed the skill now. I thought you were going to say a few days,
well,
but you're well able to do it at this
Yeah,
stage.
that's it, yeah.
And what's the trickiest part? Is it animating them, or is it drawing the different parts?
It's a little bit of both, like animation, it's very tedious, you have to know your craft to do it.
Yeah.
So through time, I've just gotten better.
And you have to be patient.
Oh yeah, definitely. You wouldn't be able to get through it without patience.
And have you any other creative hobbies that you like to be involved with? I know you're a bit of a music man as well.
Yeah,
right?
I like to play the guitar.
Okay.
I used to do lessons with Georgie Gorman.
Ah, the legend.
Yeah,
The legend
yeah.
George. He was on the show before, actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So you're barking up the right tree there with him as your mentor.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
And would you say for like, you know, a young teenager like yourself, is there anything that, you know, whether it be local authorities or government or anything that could maybe, you know, what's not there in Sligo town, for example, for someone like you? What would you love to see more of?
I'd love to see more of like art classes for young people, you know, and animation like wise, you know.
Courses and that,
this
yeah.
town is really known for sport, which is great, by the way.
Yeah.
But it just I'd like the town to be open more to creative,
Yeah,
like
a bit
from
more
a creative
spaces and that.
standpoint. Yeah.
Well, maybe Conor's cartoons will become that creative space.
That's it. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Well, Conor, it is amazing what you've done at such a young age. Like that looks like something you would turn on the telly and watch. So
Thanks.
fingers crossed, you keep in the creative space.
I hope so. Yeah.
And we'll be featuring you in a couple of years' time, maybe with your cartoon bought up by Nickelodeon or
Oh,
whoever.
that's
or
it. I
Team,
hope
that'd be
so. I
great.
hope so.
Well, Conor, thanks for coming in to chat to us.
No worries,
Love the
Brendan. Thank
artwork,
you.
and that's at Conor's Cartoons 7 on Instagram.
Yeah,
is that
on
right?
Instagram.
And
But
on YouTube is?
It's just Connor's Cartoons.
So it'll be easy enough to find that. We can
Yeah.
put up the links. Okay.
Thanks
for
you.
joining
Thanks,
us.
Brendan.
So thanks to Conor Duffy, our young local artist in tonight's episode in our Creative Sligo series. Thanks to Brian and all the team behind the camera. We'll see you all again next time.
The Sligo Show is produced by Pixel Productions and hosted by Brendan Tierney. If you need video for your business or live event or would like to appear on the show, send us a message today.